Dick Van Dick is back in Galactic Wrestling. It's nothing but good, clean, intergalactic fun. Plus decorum and civility in MLB SlugFest loaded. And we don't believe that Jennifer Garner approved this camera angle in Alias. It's game time. We interrupt your crap to bring you some of ours. It's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
You can get back to your crap later. Welcome to X-Play.
On today's show, fanboy favorite Jennifer Garner comes to an Xbox near you.
Ultimate Muscle returns, yes, the game series that spawned the catchphrase, Dick Dick.
Great. And we show you two of the weirdest games we've ever seen.
How weird, you ask? How about a game where you rap about your need to poop? We got it.
That's weird and gross. Plus, we take a look at the game that makes baseball play like Tekken, MLB SlugFest.
And last but not least, we check out some of the hardest boss battles in gaming history and show you how to win them, including 3 from the brand new Ninja Gaiden.
But we kick things off with a game based on a cult television show. Here's a review of Alias for the Xbox. The TV show Alias is definitely the perfect license for a bit of stealth-based action, and Jennifer Garner and her spying ways have made a semi-graceful transition to the Xbox. Alias presents fanboys with an overriding plot, complete with authentic voice acting.
You're saying Sark and Anna are working together?
Lots of gadgets, plenty of stealth, martial arts fighting, and, of course, Ms. Garner in as many tight-fitting outfits as the developers could think of.
I understand.
Do you, Jennifer? Because somehow, I don't think this was in your contract. While the gameplay finds you controlling Agent Sydney Bristow through a series of sneaky missions, fans of the show will be pleased to find that the Alias gang is all here. From Dixon, to Vaughn, to Spy Daddy, and Motormouth Marshall.
Now, I got this idea when I was playing with glue and peeling it off my fingers. Did you ever do that when you're a kid? The glue and the dried? Then you kind of feel like a zombie with the dead skin. No? You never did?
The storyline focuses on Sid's attempt to thwart a terrorist plot.
We've already established your alias as a new waitress.
Just great. I joined the CIA to get out of the food service industry. Shh, just act natural. No one will notice you. While you'll spend most of your time sneaking, climbing, and kicking ass, gadgets are a big part of the game, and you'll have access to several different types of security-beating devices. Creeping up to bad guys and taking them out works well here. But when stealth fails, the big flaws in Alias become apparent. Sydney has an array of hard-hitting, smoothly animated combat moves, but the combat system is simply too clumsy to be entirely effective. She'll often go off on tangents and into combos you don't want, and centering on an enemy is a pain. In addition, getting used to the camera control can be a bit daunting. Whee! But, to be honest, a lot of fanboys will be playing this one so they can ogle a virtual Jennifer Garner.
I understand.
Well, don't be so understanding. It's creepy, dude. Oh, and how the hell does she do that in heels? That just doesn't look natural. Alias may not be a great game, but it's definitely a solid stealth action title, both for fans of the TV show and of the genre in general. In addition, it's got some of the best ensemble voice acting we've heard in a while.
Get the bone and get out before they even notice I'm there.
Exactly.
And manages to do the TV show justice. We give Alias for the Xbox a 3 out of 5.
I understand.
Well, good, because sometimes developers take low scores personally. Now, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna make you walk like a dork.
I understand.
You really like making her walk like a dork, don't you?
Oh, I just like maneuvering her through a magical world where you can duck walk in heels and a miniskirt. Beautiful. Anyway, we reviewed this game for the Xbox, but it's also out on the PlayStation 2, and the PS2 version is far buggier than the one we reviewed.
So we recommend you skip the PS2 version unless you're just buying it to look up Jennifer Garner's skirt, which, of course, I would not do because I have DOA Extreme Beach Volleyball for the same price.
Right. Okay, let's turn the topic to something more wholesome, please. sweaty alien men jumping on each other's faces.
Oh, that's wholesome. It's time for another Ultimate Muscle Wrestling game. This is the game that spawned one of the most loved catchphrases.
Don't say it. It's played out.
This time around, the game is not so shaded, and the music is much, much worse. Here's our preview of Galactic Wrestling featuring Ultimate Muscle. If you like goofy retro ballads about intergalactic superhero wrestling sung in enthusiastic Japanese, then sit back in your chair and pump up the volume. Man, oh man, this is a classic. I'm tempted just to run this whole intro movie for the preview, but I guess you might want to see some actual gameplay. Galactic Wrestling has a very similar feel to the previous Ultimate Muscle. Off the ropes, into the air, and onto the mat. The action is quick and brutal. On the ground, follow-ups and various submission holds are now a part of the action. And you can take a shortcut to victory if you can keep them pinned for a count of 3. Mashing buttons won't necessarily translate into mashing opponents. With escapes and counters for nearly every situation, this game is all about timing and off-the-freaking-wall wrestling. The huge cast of intergalactic superheroes and villains to choose from include this guy, Lego Man, the ninja with the Wolverine claws, and Black Hole Man. A wrestler with a cosmic void where his face should be that leads to only one place. Pain. And then, of course, the man with the best name ever, Dick Van Dyke. That feeling of spiritual well-being you get while heaping punishment on your foes can be condensed in up to 3 flaming balls that power your wrestler's signature moves. If you can get your meaty hands on them for a finisher, opponents will be subjected to an elaborately choreographed attack. Each character has only one super dramatic ultimate power attack. But with the insane amount of characters included and the inclusion of level 3 tag team techniques, there's still a lot to see. Good thing I'm fluent in Japanese. Unfortunately, lack of story mode hit us with the power of an inverted Kiniku Buster. Overall, the game is looking pretty muscular, with rock-solid action and a bulging and extremely colorful cast. But without a story mode, it looks like you may need a few muscle-loving friends to keep the game going for a while, and unlock the huge number of hidden characters. We'll let you know if anything changes, guys, so stay tuned to X-Play for future Kinnikuman action. Go fight! Oh, finally a word I can understand. Dick.
Okay, now I think Ultimate Muscle is the only game series based on pink toys from the 80s. Well, of course, that and Barbie Horse Adventure, if you count naked Barbies and Kens, which I would rather not. 1, 2, 3, 4 naked Barbies. We're going to bring you our full review of Galactic Wrestling when it comes out. And stick around because later in the show, we have hard boss battles and how to beat them. You know, I'm really proud that you've gotten through this whole thing without saying
Dick.
Yeah.
Dick.
Coming up, rapping about irritable bowel syndrome in Weird Game.
Unscrewed, tonight at 11:30, 10:30 Central, only on Tech TV.
My name is David Alexander. I'm a second lieutenant stationed at Fort Rucker, Alabama. This time last year, I knew helicopters could fly. That's all I knew, period. But I came here to flight school, and now I know this bird inside and out. The first time I actually flew, it was pretty exciting, pretty nerve-wracking. Just a bunch of things going on at once. The instructor took off, flying along at 1,000 feet, and then the instructor said, "You have the controls." You know, according to my eye, I saw his hands come off the controls, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm flying. It was amazing, exciting, a little bit scared just because, you know, it's the first time you're flying an aircraft. And if you think that's cool, wait till you see what I'm going to do next.
Fasten your seatbelts. See if David can handle it. Only at GoArmy.com.
Xbox. Fun. Games.
Better graphics, more power, and over 400 games. Xbox is now only $149.99.
Xbox, huwag kistalantik.
In the world of a professional assassin, there is no place for compassion, no room for hesitation. There is only the target, and no one escapes the hitman. Hitman Contracts, in stores April 21st. Rated M for mature.
Dear X-Play, how can I play games and watch a fantastic show at the same time? Signed, All Thumbs and Thackeray.
Well, Thumbell, we've made it so easy, even Adam can do it.
Play Tech TV's Hyperactive. It's the game you play online while you're watching X-Play. Answer trivia questions, chat, win cool prizes, and more. To play, log on to techtv.com/hyperactive during X-Play Monday through Friday nights at 11 Eastern, 10 Central.
Watch and win. Play Tech TV's Hyperactive, only on Tech TV.
Our deepest apologies. It's Adam Setzler and Morgan Webb.
Let's try to change it to someone different. Welcome back to X-Play.
We have returned with weird games.
How weird, you ask?
Super ultra sexy action hero weird.
Yes, most games are at least a little strange, but here's our look at some really, really, really weird games. PaRappa the Rapper changed gaming forever by inventing the rhythm-based video game and reminding the faithless everywhere that
you gotta do what? I gotta believe.
The point of the game is to stay on the beat, but PaRappa is one of the most decidedly offbeat titles you're likely to find.
Well, here I am with the girl of my dreams, Sunny Funny. Boy, she sure is beautiful today.
It's the touching story of a paper-thin hip-hop dog and the flower he loves. Through various trials and tribulations, PaRappa attempts to win the heart of the fickle foliage that has captured his canine affection. Handily, each of these obstacles is easily overcome by using simple button taps to perform some of the most non-sequitur raps this side of crisscross.
Every single day, stress comes in every way. I ain't got no time for nobody. My style is rich, dope, fat, and rich. We'll make a cake today that looks rich.
Yes, that's a chicken wrapping the recipe to a cake made out of fish.
Little tiny strips just go everywhere.
Who the hell would eat that?
A birthday party without a cake is like a dance floor without me. Do you understand that?
I don't understand anything that happens in this game. PaRappa's final challenge is diarrhea, brought on by the seafood cake. He must rap against all 4 rap masters in a battle for the gas station toilet. Seriously, that's actually what's happening in this scene. PaRappa triumphs in the end with a live performance including backup vocals.
Here comes the dude, and now he's running up and down the street with the Jews.
Right. PaRappa the Rapper is unquestionably great for a thinly disguised game, as Simon says, but it does earn a permanent place in the halls of the weird.
What?
Once upon a time, a blue-eyed boy from the Old West learned one of life's cruelest lessons, that evil was bigger than his gun.
No comment. You're looking at Rising Zan, the Samurai Gunman, a little-known PS1 game that features a supremely weird premise and the best Bon Jovi sound-alike in gaming history. Chased out of his frontier hometown by ninjas, Johnny trains as a samurai in Japan and returns to liberate the West from the invaders.
And by the way, my name isn't Johnny. It's the super ultra sexy hero, Zan.
What the hell are you talking about?
What the hell, indeed. As then, you'll spend a disturbing amount of time being attacked by floating training dummies. If you manage to fight your way through enough cannon fodder, you fight a boss. win the fight, and you're rewarded with a button-mashing finishing move sequence.
What the hell are you wearing? I'll forget it. You did save us.
Good luck finding Rising Zan at your local store, and even better luck making it more than a couple levels in. It's not so good.
Hey, is that any way to treat a hero?
However, Zan remains a true paragon of the weird.
Thank you, everybody! And don't forget, you gotta believe! Thank you!
While Rising Zan came and went, PaRappa had not one, but two sequels, PaRappa 2 and Jammer Lammy, which is about a lamb who plays guitar.
Of course. Neither of these sequels were very successful or very good, but it's sort of amazing that they got made in the first place. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go back to playing normal games like Ultimate Muscle, where you make a half-human, half-dick wrestler set in other people's faces. Ooh, yay.
Up next, what the hell are wiener nuts? We find out in MLB SlugFest Loaded.
Unscrewed, tonight at 11:30, 10:30 Central, only on Tech TV.
Introducing the Chevy Equinox.
Give it to me, give me a snack.
Every garage will want one. An American revolution.
Yo, take your game one-on-one from the streets to the mansions of the NBA superstars. But yo, check this, son. Before you can have the car, the crib, and the crew, you gotta have the moves. NBA ballers, rated everyone.
How much are you paying for internet service? $21? $23? Aren't you being charged too much? We think so. With People PC Online, you get unlimited internet access for only $10.95 a month. Go to peoplepc.com now to try us free for 30 days and compare us with your current ISP. With People PC Online, you get internet service for less than half of what the big guys cost. And that's just the beginning. You also get more local access numbers than AOL, plus a smart dialer that automatically chooses the fastest, most reliable number. So you always get the best connection. All for just $10.95 a month. Try People PC Online free for 30 days and see for yourself. Go to peoplepc.com for a quick 3-minute download of our easy-to-use software. Or call 1-800-748-7989. People PC Online, a better way to internet.
Want to take off? Enterprise Rent-A-Car has take-off weekend specials from $9.99 a day. That's Friday to Monday, just $9.99 a day. So take off this weekend. Log on to enterprise.com or call 1-800-RENT-A-CAR.
For no apparent reason, it's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
No, there's a reason.
Is it a good one?
No.
Okay, welcome back to X-Play.
Later in the show, we have 3 of the most difficult boss battles in gaming, and we're going to show you how to beat them.
Yeah.
But first, we have this year's edition of MLB SlugFest.
Now, while NFL Blitz and NHL Hits were forced to tone down the violence in their games this year, Major League Baseball was like batters punching pitchers, gratuitous violence, players bursting into flame. Please, sir, may I have some more?
So Midway served up another heaping helping of the game that always plays like a fistfight between Pedro Martinez and Don Zimmer. MLB SlugFest. Here's our preview of MLB SlugFest Loaded.
Tired of waiting to see who the Lakers are going to play at the end of the season? Have you given up on trying to figure out hockey? Batter up, sports fans. Baseball is back. Baseball is the gateway to summer, and as the pitchers and batters begin limbering up for the first innings of the season, so do the game developers begin releasing their latest baseball hits.
He did it! Grand slam!
You remember SlugFest, the arcade-style vision of baseball as a contact sport where excitement is visualized by players bursting into flames? Well, it's back, and trying to garner a nod as a serious hitter in a field of other baseball gaming greats.
And Lofton.
The cartoonish excess SlugFest chose to distinguish itself with remains intact. The players in the background still do odd things when the play doesn't quite go their way. If your pitcher chooses to tenderize the body parts of an offending batter with a wild pitch, the incensed victim will charge the mound and whoop the Jesus out of the hurler, who will then calmly dust himself off and resume the game. Improvements to the game can be found in an overhaul of the pitching and batting mechanics, and an expanded approach to team management in the franchise mode. Graphics, though not on par with EA's Triple Play, have been adequately smoothed out. You can almost smell the grass, bubbling hot dog water, overpriced domestic grog, and that most famous of baseball fare known as the Wiener Nut. The Wiener Nut? SlugFest invigorates the game with comedic drama because, let's face it, it's hard to stare at any game for 3 hours when it's sunny out. The kooky commentating of Tim Kitzrow and Jimmy Shorts keeps things light as they go off on humorous tangents which align nicely with the excessive theatrics of the game.
You know, when I was little, I thought everybody was talking about the silverware. And why are they fighting about silverware?
The preview build we got only had 2 teams. Since Midway's based in Chicago, it's predictable that one of them would be America's favorite heartbreak team, the Cubbies. You'll be thankful the game realism doesn't include Chicago's infamous beer shower found in the beloved bleachers after Sammy Sosa rocks one onto Waveland Avenue.
And look at this baby go.
Our first look at SlugFest Loaded seems like a nice pairing of comedic excess and hard-hitting baseball action. Looky, it's roid-ridden Jason Giambi banging one out of the park. Come to think of it, this entire game seems to be on banned substances. Look for SlugFest Loaded to hit the shelves soon.
He did it! He did it! Grand slam!
What the heck are Wiener Nuts? It's the most horrific food name I can think of.
Worse than butt steak or head cheese or blood sausage.
I stand corrected.
Beef cheek or poop.
Coming up, ninjas. Why? Because we can.
Hey you, get MCSE, Cisco, or A+ certified, guaranteed, with Smart Certify's fast and easy IT certification courses. You'll earn more money and have more job security once you're IT certified. Listen to this.
If it wasn't for Smart Certify, I'd still be working a dead-end tech support job.
Let me tell you, there's no better way to pass the IT exams than by using these courses.
I've done tons of IT training, but Smart Certify's MCSE course was the best by far.
Smart Certify has one-on-one mentoring and a money-back guarantee. I couldn't lose.
Now it's easy to advance your career as a certified IT professional. Call 1-877-TRAINING today and mention code IT to take a free course title. Or go online at www.smartcertifieddirect.com. That's toll free at 1-877-TRAINING or www.smartcertifieddirect.com. Get your free course now.
Democrats use Yahoo Search for hugging trees, protecting little itty-bitty insects.
Republicans will check Yahoo News for the latest on large boats.
Republicans use Yahoo to find friends,
yachts,
to do charitable work,
yachts,
to do volunteer work, to bring this country together, to make it a better, more loving country.
A lot of them get their trophy wives on Yahoo.
Politics engine, commentary engine, life engine.
Yahoo!
It's a life engine.
I can't believe I owe this much money.
How did it get this bad?
2 jobs, and I'm only paying the minimum? I'm just not getting ahead.
Now I'm even scared to answer the phone in our own home. Disconnect notice? Could things get any worse? Where's the light at the end of my tunnel?
Community Credit Counseling Corporation understands, and we can help you solve your problems. One simple phone call to us can help take the creditors off your back and let you begin the rest of your life. We're an accredited, nonprofit agency. We'll help reduce your repayment time by up to 75% and lower those high interest rates to as little as 0%.
Finally, I'm on the road to reestablishing my credit and my life.
Whether you owe thousands or hundreds of thousands in credit card debt, call the toll-free number on your screen for more information. Call now. Get your life back.
At TechTV.com, you'll find amazing shows, cool news, games, contests, and more. Find it all. Log on to TechTV.com.
Once again, the only people playing the Planetside expansion pack is Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Yep, Army of One right here.
It's lonely.
Welcome back to X-Play.
Now, here at X-Play, we have our finger on the pulse of the gaming everyman. That's right. Well, are you feeling okay?
Well, I'm zombified, but I know that... Okay, I'm gonna go get that checked out. Anyway, what Morgan was trying to say is that we know how frustrating hard boss battles can be.
So we picked some of the toughest bosses in gaming history. The ones that made you throw down your controllers in disgust. Yes, just like that. And we're gonna show you how to beat them.
Here, my friends, are boss battles from hell. A tough boss fight can give your self-esteem a nice kick in the pants.
Do you just plain stink?
But where else would we get this sense of dread that keeps us on the edge of our seats? Yes, we watch our message boards, and we hear you all crying about the first 3 bosses in Ninja Gaiden. But you're gonna feel even worse when you see how easy it is to beat them. There's one move in Ninja Gaiden that can help you defeat the first 3 bosses without breaking a sweat. Run directly at a wall, jump towards it, jump again where Ryu's feet plant, and press the X button to perform a downward slash. If you repeat this move over and over, the first 3 bosses are ninja fodder. Next up is a game that's tougher than a badger in a bear trap. Force Gemini for the N64. Alien goo. It's not just for breakfast anymore. If you had the patience to save all the tribals in the game, you face off with the final form of Mizar. No matter your skill level, Mizar's a tough banana to peel. He has a number of different attacks. Worst of all, they're completely random. Mizar's most difficult attack is the electrical jump rope of doom. Apples, peaches, pears, and plums. Aren't boss fights supposed to be fun? Once he flies away, fire off some homing missiles and strike him in the back. The window of opportunity is very small, so be quick about it. Once he lands on the platform, blast his claws and head to finish him off. Hey Mizar, heading my way? The last boss is Chairman Drek from Ratchet Clank for the PS2. There's nothing worse than a greedy, world-destroying boss.
This is about one thing and one thing only. Cash, and lots of it.
Drek's machine seems extremely easy at first. Jumping his flaming attack is no problem. The rest is simply a matter of avoiding obstacles and firing at the right time. But in his last phase, he becomes extremely difficult. If you don't have all the health upgrades, they'll take you out before you can land the last few decisive blows. Why do we punish ourselves? Why do we return to games that constantly kick our asses? It must be for the love of the game.
Turn it off! Turn it off!
All right, it's a good game, but Force Gemini was so frustrating. You're about 30 hours into the game, and you beat what you think is the last boss, only to find out you have to go back and collect about 100 of the little koala-looking tribals for 8 more hours, and then you can have the final boss battle.
Now, and I know a lot of you just quit right there and didn't even finish it, but you know who doesn't quit? Our fans. And we want them to communicate with us by going to our website, techtv.com/xplay. Keep writing us viewer mail, keep posting on our message boards, and keep telling us what you think about the show.
Yeah, I mean, if you need to send us money, you can do that too, but that's not as important.
It never really happens.
No, actually, it's never happened.
No.
But, you know, sign up for our newsletter and all that stuff. And, no, check out some of our outtakes. I think they're even funny, even though they're me screwing up.
I think they're funny, too, because they're Adam screwing
That's
up.
me. All right, go away now. We're going to play a game.
Good night.
Night.
Coming up tonight, Tara Patrick. And believe me, you don't want to miss what she has to say. Plus, want to brush up on the Bible